everybody and welcome to another episode of Mad as Goat. Yet again I'm complaining about mainstream music, but today, more specifically, I'm going to go in the rock direction, kind of move away from Lil Wayne and the whole Drizzy and all this, and I'm going to go over to the rock side of things and tell you what's sucking ass over there. Like, have you ever noticed how when a band has like a really big album or a really big song, as soon as that happens, they either just continue to do the same shit they've been doing forever, in other words, basically stopping the momentum of their creativity and just basically coming to a standstill and then just releasing the same album over and over again, or they just begin to absolutely lick balls and make music that sucks. A few examples, the Black Keys. Listen to their album Thicker Freakness. That's not a bad album. It's really old school bluesy sound with a little bit of rockiness in there and it changes up towards the end. It's a fucking great album. No one really paid attention to it. Not everyone knows about it. It's just, oh yeah, Black Keys before that one big hit, I don't really give a shit. It's their good music. It's the music that actually has some sort of soul, some sort of creativity, some sort of interesting features. But what's the one that gets really big? Some whiny, crappy chorus. What the fuck is that? That's horrible. It's absolute anal gravy. And what did they do after they got that big hit? They keep trying to reproduce the same fucking song or the same sound over and over again. Why make heaps of money if you've lost all your integrity? What's the point of being in a rock band? What happened to that thing with rock and roll about, against establishment, standing up against the authorities instead of basically completely, submitting to the authorities and, doing their bidding, making crappy pop songs so they can make millions just so you can get a little bit passed down to you? It's not fucking worth it. Another band that just immediately sucked nuts, like even harder than they were before, as soon as they got really big, was fucking Kings of Leon. Their other albums aren't really my cup of tea. They're a little bit too simple. They don't really do any crazy solos or anything like that, but they're not bad albums. They're alright to listen to, a nice atmospheric sound, good lyrics and whatnot, and then they get big with that stupid ass song Sex on Fire. Just a cheesy ass metaphor. A lot of people went, Sex on Fire, gone around. No, it's a metaphor for, she's just so explosive. The worst fucking metaphor I've ever fucking heard. The rest of that album was a piece of shit, and that's the one that gets really big. Oh no, Charmer, all those old songs they did, all those really good rocky, nah, fuck that shit, I got Sex on Fire. What a fuck, and that shit is still played today. That just upsets me. There are other songs, it's hard to hear them in public. If you want to hear them in a shopping mall, you better just fucking go to a dreamer's land. What the hell are you on? If it's not on that big album, no one wants to listen to it because that's the good one. Who the fuck judges what is like meant to be popular? What is the good one? These 3 albums they did are absolute garbage, but this one that's totally overproduced and lacks any sort of creativity is the one that's going to have all the hits. Who the hell's making these decisions? And they say it's the people who buy them. I flippin' highly doubt it, alright? Because there's a lot of stuff that is considered mainstream that I'm pretty sure not many people are buying. It's been forced down their throats, or I don't know, there's some sort of mind control going on. There's a conspiracy brewing in my head as I think about this. But anyway, because like some of the crap that's coming out is just absolutely horrible. Like, that group that does that song, Finn, I think they're called. They got some really crap name. It's like sort of pseudo fucking hipster bullshit kind of name, right? And they got that lead singer and all he does is drone on and on and on and yeah. And Gautier, that's another one. He was actually pretty good. His earlier albums are very interesting sounding. They're not rocky or anything. They don't really rock out that hard, but they're very intricately made, and then he gets a big hit with that really boring song with that Kimbia or whatever her name is. I'm sorry, the song is goddamn boring. Oh, but it's an interesting story. That's been fucking told over 1 million times. Go to the library, look up some music. You'll find all this stuff that's intriguing you about the new stuff. All the stuff he uses as a defense against people who call it crap is actually being done before, and thus makes it even crapper. You're doing something that's already being done, already being perfected, and fucking it up. Well done. That's the one we'll make a hit. I don't know who's making the decisions with this shit, but it's pissing me the hell off, okay? If you find a good rock band, if you're a mainstream producer, fuck off, don't touch them. Let someone who actually gives a shit about music expose them instead of you putting your overproduced, greasy hands all over it and making pieces of shit. You fucking retarded. That's what it sounds like to me. Worst metaphor I've ever heard. So goddamn cheesy. It makes fucking Billie Holiday, well, she's good actually, fuck off. I'm trying to come up with a way to say they're even shitter than anything, but it's impossible. I'm too mad at this point. It's a good time to wrap this motherfucker up. We're gonna do something, people. That's my main message. Okay, stop letting the bullshit through and start acknowledging the good stuff. And if you can't do that, stay away from music. If you just don't know, if you have no idea what I'm saying, why I'm complaining, don't listen to music, don't turn on the radio, don't go on iTunes, don't do shit. Throw your iPhone out, throw your MP3 player out, throw your phone out, throw your computer out, throw your television out. Sit in a room with nothing in it, just a bed and a bucket for you to shit and piss in, and a little plate to collect the bread that you eat, and that's it. That's all you deserve. Alright? Man, as a go.